Hello, hello, welcome everyone to our event. We're gonna start soon. Today we will have the schedule like this. We will have 4 games with Ueno 6 down. First game will be Cleveland from Taiwan, Bishop Handicap. Second game, Light to Die, Taiwan as well, Rook Handicap. Isabella Yola, game 3 from Brazil, 2-piece handicap, and Mizuti from Germany, France, 6-piece handicap. And this is our Zoom call right now. Hello. We are live. 先生、今日よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
This is Ueno Sensei, and on the bottom you can see Muse, a person you may know from our server. Hi, Michael.
Hello.
And this is the group we're gonna do it today. So we're gonna start soon. We are actually on Venus server. And then we will have this set up to start commenting the game. You guys will be able to ask Sensei any question you want, and we're gonna translate. Okay. Hello, everyone. みんな今、hello と言ってます。
Oh.
よし、OK。先生、何か一言とか自己紹介とかお願いしてもいいですか？
自己紹介、日本語でいいんですか？
いや、はいはい、もちろん。
岸の上野です。よろしくお願いします。今日はですね、皆さん強い方ばかりだと聞いておりますので、プロの技を見せて、楽しい将棋にできればと思います。よろしくお願いします。
So this is Ueno Sensei. He heard that you all today will be very strong, so he hopes to play very good shogi with you all guys today. And よろしくお願いします。I don't need to translate, right? Hi, Mizuti.
Hello.
今日の対局者、Mizuti さん。では、先生、この対局の準備お願いしてもいいでしょうか？このハンディキャップを選んで、今日、40分。So today we will play 40 minutes, 1 minute BOME. We will possibly ask you to play quickly so that we don't run out of time. But this is so that we don't feel pressured with BOME too much. There's 4 games we're playing at the same time. And soon we can start. Michael, anything to say?
Yeah, thank you for having me on as a commentator, and I'm really looking forward to the games.
Thank you for joining us today. I will check the audio. Can you say something, Michael, again?
Yes, sure.
Okay, that looks fine. I think the chat wasn't complaining also. I'll share my screen for you, Michael. On the Discord, yeah. Sensei のアカウントは、1、2、3、4ですかね、猫窓。
そうです。はい。
で、まだ、チャレンジに待ってないということですね、まだ。
これあれですか、私がなんか、比例と対局で、
はい。
それぞれのその角落ち、飛車落ち、2枚打ち、6枚打ちで、それで対局マッチを全部作る。
お願いします。81道場は、その上手の方が設定しないといけないので。
そうですね。はい。じゃあこれで、はい、今。
迷惑かけます。So the teacher just set up all the games. So if Divine, Light, Die, and Mizuti, Isabella, I don't see her yet. If you could slowly challenge the teacher, it would be. 今日、Divine, Light to Die, Mizuti と Isabella が挑戦者になります。
はい。では、まず、これが、6枚打ち。
6枚打ちはMizuti。
はい。はい。はい。じゃあ、お願いします。
So Mizuti game will start soon. Thank you, Melkor, for confirmation. 誰かがチャットに書きましたけど、上野先生の、終盤本が持ってます。本当に役に立ちました。
ありがとうございます。
He thanks you for buying the book.
次挑戦してきますね。
はい。Fine はかっこいい。はい。で、
はい。
出ます。ちょっとあともう一人どこにいるもう一人がいますけど、今ちょっと、入れました。
はい。
イザベラ。
できましたね。
はい。
はい。2枚打ちですね。
はい。
はい。じゃあお願いし
お願
ます。
いします。All right, so all the games started. We will be able to comment each of them. We can change the screens magically like this on Twitch chat. If you guys have any questions, you can translate. And the fun begin, yeah? So we will have, do you have a lot of experience, Michael, with those handicaps, by the way?
Yeah, so actually, funny story. I do have experience with most of these handicaps because I taught one of my friends how to play shogi, and when we play, sometimes I give him a handicap. So I don't think I've given him anything less than two-piece, however. So I only know half of these, so I don't have any experience with giving bishop or rook handicap, although I have received those handicaps against Mifa, who is very, very strong.
Yeah, our handicap master, Mifa. Yeah, from like my practice, two-piece handicap may look easy, but two-piece handicapping this game, like it may look easy, but actually it's pretty challenging already. Rook handicap, sure, if you know the just you may win, but bishop handicap definitely will be the hardest one. It's almost like an equal game, basically. So I see you will be taking close look at game number 3 with Isabella, trying to learn some tricks, perhaps. Michael?
Yeah. Already, actually, it's very it's a little bit different from the formation I usually make. So I'm already learning a lot of new ideas.
Yeah, it's quite unusual. We already have a silver on 3-3. That's kind of... Yeah, okay, we blocked the bishop line here, right? Quite unusual. Okay. Normally we put the silver here.
Right, yeah, that's how I usually start.
Okay, which game looks the most... Oh, Mizuti's game looked quite aggressive already. The knight just jumped here. And we have this typical... the edge attack over here. I don't know why I cannot draw the arrow, because I'm a guess. But, we have this usual edge attack over here. Bishop is on the good square, 6-6. Does it look promising to you, Michael, the Mizuti game?
Oh yeah, I think Mizuti, it seems like Mizuti's, well, I wouldn't be surprised if Mizuti studied this handicap and prepared these lines specifically for today. And so far, I think he's doing
But some aggression is starting on the bishop.
Yeah.
We didn't take a look at the rook handicap yet. This is pretty standard, I'd say. Yeah. Look, we have the castle, we have the bishop being active, rook being active. Nothing specific yet, right?
Yeah, I think with the bigger handicaps, it's easier to attack. So maybe we'll see quicker fights. Whereas with the smaller handicaps, it might take longer to build up the formation and create the correct conditions to connect the attack. So we might have to wait a bit longer to see the fight begin in those games.
I agree. And this is why also Clevine game is very, very slow so far. And you can see that he chose the central rook, and here we have Sensei building some thickness in the middle of the board to counter that. But so far, everywhere is an opening. We don't have any betting today. Okay, we should make up a quick poll. Prediction. I'm gonna ask you how many games will be won by professional players today. So do we have any questions today? Yes. For the
sure.
professional player.
Yeah, please feel free to ask questions in chat, of course. I guess we can start off with just maybe a general question. So I would like to ask Sensei, what are some of the best ways to study the opening?
先生、一つの質問が来ましたんですけど、
はい。
序盤、定石の練習、そのために何が一番ですか？どうやってこの定石の練習、するべきですか？
定石の練習。そうですね。まずは本とか動画で、まず一つの戦法の、基本を学ぶのが、いいかなと思います。
First, watch a video or book about one line of the opening. Yes, はい。
で、基本を学んだ後は、実践で実際に試してみるのがいいかなと思います。
And then after that, it is good to like try the opening in the actual game. で、説明した方は結構強い、なんかもう4段か5段の方なので、もっと深く勉強したいならどうすればいいですか？
そうですね。あとは、強い人の棋譜を並べるか、強い人の将棋を、オンラインでも実際に見て学ぶということが、はい、大事かなと思います。
So he also recommends for stronger people, like 4 dan and above, who knows all the basics. It's good to take a game from stronger player or watch a game online, and by watching, learning more new tricks.
I see. Thank you.
Melkor also says he needs to learn two-piece handicap. We have this gym leader, yeah? We have this Pokemon series on our server. Yeah, you guys need to learn those. You are a true gym leader. Chat, if you have any questions, just type it in the chat. We're gonna ask. Yeah, okay. Anything changed, Michael, in the games? Oh, we have some aggression on the board too, right? I think.
Oh, yes. So it looks like the bishops might be exchanged soon.
And if the silver were to take it, by mistake.
So then, yes.
Very painful situation.
Yeah.
So de facto, I think the only way.
Yeah, I was going to say that would not be the right way to use the rook for a rook handicap.
Yeah, I don't want to use my rook, so I give it to you. That's Mifa strategy, I think. Isabella's game still opening phase, I believe. And Mizut is slowly getting more complex, right? The bottom one.
Yeah, so actually this is something that I'm curious to learn more about, which is that in bigger handicap games, I often see the handicap giver sacrifice pawns more readily compared to the smaller handicap games. This is happening in this game where Sensei has left 2 pawns hanging, but I don't really understand why. So I just noticed this interesting pattern.
So in this case, first piece, the first pawn, you mean like he left this pawn hanging, right?
Yes.
In this case, it would drag the knight forward, and the gold would came up to eat that knight, simply speaking. So we cannot really
But
take
it can't be protected, right? With if the bishop moves away.
Yeah, but it's like it gives some counterplay to Gote, yeah, to like bring the pieces forward. So I mean, taking isn't necessarily bad, but or good, but gives something to play around, yeah. And here later on, we also have the second pawn. Similarly here, if we were to take it, the gold will be able to go upwards, I believe. Stuff like that gives king more freedom as well. You know, because the thing about those handicaps is how to capture the king, right? And in this position where we don't have the pieces exchanged and we cannot drop them, currently Mizotti has only bishop and knight that are active, right? So if that gold marches upwards, it will be very hard to stop it. And it gives kind of this anxiety to handicap receiver, especially, you know, like those big handicaps, let's be honest, those are Q players, yeah? So they might not feel confident to read all the variations. Here's this little spike of anxiety, I believe. It's like a tactic outside the board.
Like a psychological tactic.
Yeah. So here you see king was able to go upward thanks to that pawn as well, making more and more and more and more pressure. Yeah, all the pieces coming closer. I'm gonna checkmate you with my king, the typical proverb of ours. Yeah. So this is one. In the higher handicaps, it's harder to do, like here, because this is more like normal equal shogi, right? One pawn has a big meaning, paradoxically. Paradoxically, because also the handicap giver has more pieces on the board. And because he has more pieces on the board, maybe we will be able to promote our rook and pick up those pieces. Paradoxal. We have more, but also therefore the enemy will be able to get more. I'm not sure if I'm making sense.
No, it actually makes a lot of sense.
Alright, do you have any questions? I'm gonna check quickly. Prediction is still running. We asked teacher to do the hard mode today because I told them you guys played 3 months on this tournament and you did your best and therefore you deserve the best shogi you can. There is a question for Pro. How big a role does personal test play in choosing strategy? Strategy A is objectively better than strategy B. My Pro still choose strategy B if they simply like this kind of game, or how do I translate that? How would still choose if he likes that kind of game more?先生に一つ質問が来ました。ちょっと複雑な質問ですけど、
複雑な質問、はい。
2つ戦法があります。その A 戦法が、例えばコンピューター的によりの方がいいです。
はい。
ですけど、先生、プロとしては、この戦法 B の方が好きです。好きというのは、なんか指しやすいとか、慣れてるとか。その A は、まあ、コンピューター的によりいい戦法なんですけど、
はい。
プロとしてはどっちを選びますかね。この好きな戦法、それか、もう少しよりいい戦法。
今そうですね、プロの将棋は、もうコンピューターの方に、だんだん近づいて、います。で、これは多分もう戻ることはできない、道です。でもやっぱりそのコンピューターと同じことばっかりやってるのもやっぱり人間としてはつまらないというか、やっぱり人間らしく指したいという気持ちも、あります。難しいですね。
選びにくいということも。
選びにくい、はい。
So teacher just said that nowadays, because computer influences the shogi scene a lot, the way that humans play shogi is actually very close to the computer in general. But it is also a matter of fact that you may feel that always playing same as computer is kind of boring, and you would like to choose the human move. So all those things are what professional feel nowadays. So in the end, it's really, really hard to choose between those two. Sleeping Bird. Really, really. Contetti says, good luck to our players. Thank you, Contetti. So do you have any change music?
Oh, yes. So let's start with board one. So
One, okay.
with Cliffine's game, it seems like Sensei is well, actually, it's kind of hard to tell from this position, but in the opening, Cliffine took a central vanguard pawn.
We can take it. Yeah, so we had here, yeah, central vanguard pawn.
Yeah, so and Sensei was able to reverse it by going to the central file as well.
Mhm.
And the strategy Sensei is using is reminding me of I don't remember if this is the correct name, sorry, but I think it was something called like something a similar name as pinwheel.
I don't know actually.
Yeah, so this is it's actually more known for that if you are the handicap receiver and you use this strategy, it will be almost impossible for the handicap giver to break through. And so it's like a gentleman's agreement to avoid using the strategy as the handicap receiver. But here, Sensei is using this same strategy without the bishop. And I guess, well, in the pinwheel strategy, the bishop defends what would be the 2-4 square, right? And so here, because Cliffine is castled on this side, he's not going to be attacking that square. And so I guess the absence of the bishop isn't really felt. And the advantages of the pinwheel is its balance and it's very strong in defense. So it's a very defensive strategy.
Interesting. I didn't know. Pinwheel, you're saying?
Yeah, sorry, it might not even be the correct. I'll get back to you on the name. But
Okay. I
yeah.
never heard. So you're saying that Sensei is using this strategy, but without the bishop, yeah?
Without the bishop, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, it would be really good to have a bishop here and like the silver like breaking the head of Aimino. Be really good. And also we could make a horse. It's a great position also in equal games for the bishop. Okay, how about board two?
Yeah, so with Light to Dice game,
I'm gonna go to the bishop exchange.
Yeah, so this game it's actually I've never really seen a position like this before. So yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on here.
My feeling is Sensei did take a vanguard pawn on 4-5, and that's considered a success. He pushed this silver backward, so light will have trouble continuing to attack. Yes, that pawn is huge for me.
The bishop is being exchanged really kind of throws off my my intuition, because there's always a bishop drop somewhere. Like there's edge attacks for well, Knight to Die I think has an edge attack here with just pawn to 1-5, pawn takes, pawn drop 1-2, but or maybe pawn drop 1-3. Anyways, yeah, the bishop can be dropped sort of behind the lands in these kinds of edge attacks.
Yeah, especially here we'll be able to expose this connection and so on.
Right, yeah.
This is interesting moment. But if we allow them to take this big diagonal, it will happen that our rook will be under pressure too. So it's like a dense self-balance right now. Quite interesting position. About game 3?
Yeah, and I guess sort of
sorry,
yeah,
game
sure.
2.
Oh yeah, sure. I was just gonna say, like, by looking at this position, we can see sort of the depth of Sensei's like reading and judgment, because there are all the edge attack variations that I mentioned, they simply don't work because Sensei had the pawn drop 3-6, I believe. And so like I said, I had to drop the pawn, and with one less pawn, and also without the possibility of pawn drop 3-4, the edge attack seems much less potent. So I guess Sensei sort of had planned for that possibility already.
I don't know if everything would be defendable, but yeah, probably he had some counterplay. It will be quite a bloodbath battle. And with Light's king being a little bit awkward spot, maybe it would be difficult to choose. So he dropped the pawn, defend instead. Yeah, quite interesting, yeah? How about game 3? We have Isabella with bishop on 5-5.
Yeah.
I also don't know what's
So-
happening here.
Yeah, so there were a couple of things that caught my eye here. So first is that Isabella has yet to complete her Mino castle, and it might seem like just one move, this silver to 3A,
Mhm.
but as the middle game goes on, and this is already middle game, the lack of the silver to 3A move will be felt more and more keenly with each passing move. So that's, I think, an important move. And right now, actually, that's the move I would play. I would just want to get that over with, and so that it wouldn't no longer be a point.
I would argue that point because if we look at this position, and as long as the enemy doesn't have a rook, we don't really care about the silver being here, I think. What we care about is perhaps this knight drop. And in the future, the bishop is quite aggressive, so maybe this bishop drop. And paradoxically, when the silver is here, the knight drop becomes more of a threat. When the silver is on the bottom, the silver protects better against knight drops. So not necessarily silver up is better. Also, think of maybe stuff. Not necessarily, I would say. Yeah. Like we
Yeah,
could
you're right. I hadn't
consider
considered those points.
Yeah, like it's good to like not fall into the trap of the usual play. I think. I think so far, yeah, it looks very interesting. Like the silver is in good position for Isabel. Like if we imagine the rook coming here, it's like almost we're giving a check. Quite, yeah, quite promising, I would say. Well, Mizuti might be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, Mizuti's position concerns me the most out of all 4 games. But it seems like Sensei has managed to get a pretty good fight going around Mizuti's king. And yeah. Mizuti has broken through, or he's about to break through on the edge. But the edge attack sort of it's farther away from Sensei's king, and Sensei is closer to Mizuti's king at the moment.
For
so
some
it's
reason,
a pretty scary situation.
On this board, I cannot draw the arrows, but we're talking about this edge, this attack, and this attack being quite severe. I want to see how it happened, actually. We had the bishop in good position, and then it kind of... Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. The gold just coming up like this, and it came to harass the bishop. This is what those... This is the basic question a Q player must answer in those bigger handicaps. Like, how do we deal with those golds, like abusing our big pieces? And here, I think we had a good deal, but this Tesuji where he pawn sacrifice, pawn drop, kind of breaks through. And we have a talking mate. Talking will...
Yeah, this is pretty big.
Yeah, the benefit. But yeah, we have the horse next, so maybe good fights there. Yeah, we had some questions. Let's just quickly see. Olive says, we do see the same opening being played all the time by pros. Pretty sure a lot of them don't really like it, but they feel they have to play to win. Maybe, sometimes, yeah. Yeah, we have 2 players from Taiwan today. Is it possible to get Michael's number? Probably not. Sen, probably not. Ghoston has a question to you, Muse. How do you get that strong? Do you have a particular study?
Well, I mean, maybe Ueno Sensei should answer that question, because certainly I can't really compare myself to him.
No.
So
Listen,
I'm not really
listen.
sure.
You are the rising star of our server, came and, became strong recent. You were joining TTK last season, right? So
Yes.
yeah, how do you get to TTK? That's the question. Yeah. Do you have any advice for those aspiring players? Or you don't want to reveal your secret so they don't beat you?
No, I would be more than. I feel like if I had a better understanding of how I got here, really a lot of the things I did were suggested to me first by Alexei, if you know him, and so, or if those in chat know him, and so I didn't really come up with anything myself. I followed a lot of Alexei's advice, and
So what were
really
the
thanks to him that I
examples
became.
of those advices by Alexei then?
Yeah, sure. So the foundation of sort of getting stronger would be, in concrete terms, solving sumishogi and playing and analyzing your own games. And so that is sort of, I think, the bread and butter of my training, if it can be called that. And so I think with those pillars, or without those pillars, it's difficult to become strong. But having those is not enough. That's just the foundation.
So sorry, it was Tsume Shogi and
Sumishogi, and then playing and analyzing one's own games.
your own games. Okay, gotcha.
And yeah, in this I should make a particular note that I have not turned on the computer for over a year. So I think that's really important, to pretend the computer does not exist.
You mean the Shogi computer, Shogi AI?
Yeah, the Shogi AI. Yeah, I mean, the only time that I get to see computer evaluations are on Kara Sensei's Sunday streams.
Now I feel bad.
But otherwise, no, it's very helpful actually. But otherwise, I try to think of everything myself, and
that's
good. And obviously there are many questions that I can't answer, but I have this. I sort of argue to myself that if I'm not strong enough to know the answer, then I don't really deserve the answer anyways. I don't deserve like the computer god just handing down all these truths about shogi that I'm not strong enough to understand anyway. So
guys, somebody write that quote: "If I'm not strong enough, I don't deserve to see the answer. I don't deserve to know the answer." Somebody write that down. It's a good one. Yeah, but that's true. I remember when I was a beginner and we didn't have good shogi computers to begin with. And I couldn't speak Japanese, right? So I would try to guess what the Japanese book meant. And because of that, I would think by myself, and that would make me stronger. So yeah, that's quite relatable, I think.
There was something else actually that when I started sort of studying shogi very seriously, when I started studying more seriously, I guess, I felt like when I was playing against Japanese players, that they sort of knew something that I didn't about shogi.
Yeah.
And so for a very long time, I wondered what this was. But the more I sort of try to figure out what it is that they understand and I don't, the more I started to feel like it's just like, how should I put it? There are the process of getting strong in shogi might seem like it's like a dark path, no lights, like full of secrets. But I think in truth, like it's not as it's not as mysterious as it can appear. And that, by following like just like knowing what to do, the rest is just like hard work and study. And so just knowing that sumishogi and analyzing your own games is the way to go. The rest is just hard work. And once you have that, then you will get stronger.
There is no magical way to suddenly become stronger, just hard work. Yeah. And it does feel sometimes like you have no idea what's going on the position. And then by studying, suddenly small light appears and then it becomes clear as a day. That's a feeling. I heard this being said in Japanese words as well.
I have a much simpler saying, and it's by I actually wrote this down. It's by Tanigawa, the 17th lifetime Meijin, and I'll put this in the Japanese translation in chat. But the English translation is "No effort goes unrewarded."
Yeah, it's a good proverb to follow.
So
Yeah.
if Kanigawa Sensei believes that no effort goes unrewarded, then I think that's a little nugget of wisdom that we can all hold dear.
I agree. We can ask the same question to Sensei later, but I think we should take a look because lots of things changed on the board in the meantime. Everything entered middle game, actually. So here we had Divine game, very aggressive exchange here, you see. Divine attacked the silver, the pound was dropped, ignoring that because the token is more valuable. And this exchange happened. The rook is hanging, but it was ignored. And now we have this huge token on the board.
Another token, yeah.
And interestingly, here where Sensei slows down, I always tell you guys, play reliable shogi. Here, because we have this huge advantage, we slow down. Yeah, this is a practical example. And de facto, like, you cannot do anything against this token right now. Quite a beautiful. Is it enough to say that Clevine is in trouble? Probably not yet, but more in trouble than in the beginning. Like, the question is how those two pieces are gonna debate. Really hard to find a way. Okay, how about board 2? Do you see anything?
Board 2 now looks like a completely different opening.
I know. Let's take a look. It was like a pound drop here, right? And then, yeah, the rook came to the other side. This is really interesting. We are going not where the opponent is strong, we're going where they're weak. So next to the king, really good choice, I think. Change and climbing silver simply. Look at this beautiful silver coming back. Wow. Something like we see in the Ureshino, yeah. And now bishop. Really nice. No piece are wasted. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder like how many things professional shogi players have not seen. Because the way Ueno-sensei played this, it's almost as if he's like seen this before. But I've never seen anything close to this. So I just wonder how deep their wells of knowledge go, because this is incredible.
I mean, I think we're over generalizing it. Like, it is simple bogging, but on the left, and then there's only this many ways you can protect it, right? So then he sees that he can move the silver back. He moves it back. I think it's something like that. I wonder if he had experience with this position particular. But I think it's much simpler. It's just like, I've seen this pattern before. It's a bit different from what I've seen, so I'm just going to adjust it a little. Yeah. Like, for example, we've all seen this shape, yeah? King next to silver, defense against bogey. We can imagine this coming true. Oh, I like the fact that he ignored this bishop drop.
Yeah, so if either piece takes, he's going to try to make a horse, right?
Yeah, for example, we'll have this type of, but I'm not 100% sure if it's a perfectly good thing.
Yeah, very aggressive.
This would weaken the defenses a little bit as well, right?
Yeah, like here even bishop .2/7 would make a horse.
Yeah, the gold is hanging, yeah. But would that horse be useful is another question, yeah. Anyway, board 3. We have that. Go back.
So
we had this position.
You were right
about the
knight drop.
Oh, it happened. Yeah. yes. The famous knight drop for the goat. Oh no, and we didn't protect this goat, which was eaten. That's huge. Yeah. Oh, and this silver just going back there. That's as well. Wow, this is just massacre. Yeah. Like, I was thinking maybe at least it's gonna be very tactical. I'm sorry. Maybe at least here we're gonna drag the king away from the defenders, right? And because of this horse influence, we could do something. But we took the knight, which is slower play, and because it's slower play, this king is now safer. This the king sped up so much. And oops.
ああ、はい。
Oh, yeah. In
Ah.
Cleveland game ended in Nifu, unfortunately. Yeah. Ah, Chico. It happens. 残念。
そうですね。
はいはいはい。はいはいはい。痛いね。
Yeah, that's too bad.
そうですね。えーっと、どうしましょう。感想戦にしましょうか。
そうですね。時間まだ、そうです。で、感想戦、はい、できれば、プレッシャーないでした。
はい。そうですね。
So we'll do post-game discussion on Clevine's game right now. Because it ended.
そうですね。ですね。まずここかな。この辺。
So we're looking around move 35.
こちらがですね、5一飛車でここを、はい、5筋を攻めることができたので、この下手の陣形が、少し危険だったかなと、思います。
So Sensei managed to move his rook toward the center and counterattack there, so maybe it was a dangerous position for Gary.
そうですね。で、ここ、そうですね。5筋の位を上手に取られたので、これで下手が少し損をしたかなと思います。
So because they got the Vanguard pawn on the 5-5 square supported by the silver, probably the Vine got a bit worse off on this exchange.
ただですね、はい、この後、はい、落ち着いて、はい、駒組みをしているので、はい、そこは、はい、いいと思います。で、はい。
After
まず、
that, it
はい。
was pretty good, and then
で、ここがそうですね、勝負どころですね、重要なポイントですね。
this is the
はい。
important fighting point.
で、そう、桂馬はこれは、はい、振り飛車としては、はい、指したいところなんですが、本譜は、はい、こう、歩を打たれてしまって、
So normally, swinging rook really likes to activate this knight. It's a really good move, but in this case, this pawn drop happened.
で、これでそうですね、取り合いでこのと金が、できてしまったので、ここで、下手がそうですね、不利になってしまったと思います。
And this exchange happened, which resulted in talking for handicap giver and therefore the handicap receiver coming a bit worse off.
そうですね。なので、
And therefore,
そのあたりかな。はい。そうですね。どうしましょう。もう一曲ってさすがにやる時間ってない。
なんか終わらなくても、出した方が嬉しいかな。なんか途中で、はい。
そうですね。じゃあ、もう一曲せっかく2分打っちゃったから、
お願いします。
まあ、もう一曲指しましょう。はい。
So Clevine Sensei is quite nice. He will play one more game with you. If you don't manage to finish it in time, we're gonna cut it there. But you can still play some more shogi if you would like. じゃあもう一回多分設定しないといけない。はい。
そうか。
で、
まあ、40分。まあいいかな。これ、時間短くした方が良かったかもしれないですけど。
いやいや。
まあ大丈夫ですね。じゃあ。
Divine, would you like to play more? Or ちょっと聞いてみる。そうか。大丈夫です。そのままで終わらなくて。If you don't finish, we just cut it there. But yeah, please enjoy. 死んでもらいましょう。じゃあ質問が来ました。I have a question. ちょっと意味がわからない。すみません。
はい。
When receiving a handicap. ハンディキャップを駒落ちを指します。で、その時に、どっちの方がいい？一生懸命この、定石勉強した方がいい？それとも普段の指している戦法を使った方がいい？どっちの方が勉強になりますという質問。
それは私も、日々悩んでる、はい、疑問ですね。はい。
He also wonders, sleeping birds, which one is better every day?
そうですね、結論としては、どちらもありだと思います。どちらも OK だと思います。
Both are possible as a result.
ですね。そう。やっぱり駒落ちだとそうですね。駒落ち特有の、はい、指し方になると、今度はその平手でその力を活かせなかったりすることがありますので、はい、ここはですね、まあ、自分でどちらか、はい、駒落ちの定石を指すか、もう平手と同じように指すか、どちらか自由に決めてもらえればなと思います。
So, Sensei says that sometimes it happens also that you use that special shape in the handicap games, and then you cannot really use it in normal games because it's only something you would use in handicap. But yeah, he says it's basically your own freedom, your own choice, which path to go with. Both are possible. So yes, I am a lady professional player. This is Ueno Sensei, who's 6 dan, professional player. Below me is Mizuti, who plays game number 4, this one, and on this side below is Muse, who's a very strong player from our server, co-commentating today. And he has, a YouTube channel as well, right, Michael? When can we expect a new video from you? Muted. You're muted.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm trying to release a new video every Sunday. So far there have been, so far there have been 3 videos, and if you would check those out, I'd be very, very grateful.
Every Sunday. And it's gonna be like commentaries, of pro games?
Yeah, of pro games.
All right, cool.
And actually, sorry, going back to, this is not like kind of a tangent, but the on Cliffline's first game, the strategy that pro used reminded me of the strategy is called pinwheel or kazaguruma.
Kazaguruma. 先生、風車って聞いたことありますか？
風車、はい、有名な作戦の一つです。はい。
私だけ知らないか。He knows about this strategy. So some of the games look very tense. Game number 3, this is something we call a hishi position. This shape is undefendable right now. And the only way for Isabella to win would be to find checkmate, which is unlikely right now. Somebody mentioned there might be a checkmate in this game as well, game number 4. The king looks pretty surrounded like and we have rook and gold in hand. And game 2, let's see. Oh, this one is actually Sensei's in check. So looks quite exciting. And as you predicted, the horse was made, yeah. The silver took the pawn, horse made. Ballgame was exchanged, and this is the current position. In the US Cleveland game, we have position like this. Both rooks stare at each other. What terrifies me, it's like, all those games are quite dominated, and those are 4 games played at the same time, just to show you how professional players are amazing. So game number 4, Mizuti resigned right now.
そうですね。はい。水ティさんのところ、はい、終わりましたね。ありがとうございまし
Thank you
た。
very much.
はい。
ありがとうございます。
はい、ありがとうございました。そうですね。この将棋はですね、ちょっと上手に攻め込まれて、苦戦されたかなと思います。で、そうですね。
So you were quite rashly, heavily attacked by Sensei's pieces, and it was a hard fight for you?
そうですね。こちらはですね、積極的にこう、はい、攻めていったので、なかなかですね、対応するのが難しかったんじゃないかと、思います。
So he used his gods very, very aggressively forward, and it was probably really hard for you to deal with the situation.
で、ですね。で、そうですね。ちょっと序盤に一つ、一
He
ポイン
would
ト
like
があり
to
まし
show you
て、
one point in the opening
この形ですね。こ
in
の
this、shape.
上手のこの2二銀と2三金の形で、ここですね。この一筋の守りを固めたので、ここから攻めにくくなってしまったんですね。
So he created this shape, 2 to silver, 2 free gold, and as you see, they both protect 1 free pawn very strongly, so it became harder for you to break through the first file.
はい。なので、対策としては、ここでですね、この辺で、これはスズメ刺しは、一筋を攻める、作戦です。ですが、その前に大事なことがありまして、ここを伸ばしておくのが、歩を2五までついておくのが、大事な手なんです。
So you were going for the spearing this arrow, I think it's called, from the edge, but it's important to push the rook pawn first.
はい。で、そう、2筋の歩を突くことで、こちらのですね、2四歩をこう突かせなくして、そうするとこの2三金と、この形を、防ぐことが、できます。
And you can imagine the result. Previously we had the gold on 2 free, but now that we push this pawn, they're unable to push 2 4 pawn and unable to create that solid shape that protects the edge.
そうですね。はい。ここがまず、はい、序盤オープニングのポイントの一つで、
So this was the big point in the opening.
そうだな。ただそう、いい手も、はい、いくつか指されていまして、
You played
例え
many good moves. For
そうです
example,
ね。ここは4六歩と攻められたときに、金を上がって、5八金でここの、4七の、はい、地点を守ったのは、これは、はい、いい動きだと思いま
the
す。
gold defense was really good choice from you to defend the pawn push on for 6.
それで、そうですね。あとは、そうですね。ただ、そう、本譜はそう、ここで歩で桂馬を攻められてしまって、で、この歩が結局ですね、このと金になってしまったので、はい、ここが、ここで形勢が、下手不利になってしまったかなと思います。
So in this case, your knight's head was attacked by pawn, and as you can see, this pawn became a token. So just the existence of this token makes you be disadvantaged in this position.
はい。ということでですね、この将棋は、はい、全体的に上手が、はい、かなり先ほどと同じですけど、積極的な厳しい指し回しをしたんで、はい、戸惑うことが多かったかなと思います。
So as he previously mentioned, he played very, very aggressively here, and he managed to make a lot of damage to you, unfortunately, right? Do you have any questions, Mizuti?
Should I have gone with when I switched my rook from the first file to the 8th file? Should I have breakthrough? I felt it was a bit slow and
Sorry, which
far
move
from
is
the
it?
king. It's when I switched my rook from the first file to the 8th file.
Did you go to the 8th file or the 9th file?
Yeah, 9, sorry. 9,
あ、
9,
OK。
9.
一つの質問ですけど、
はい。
一回飛車がなんか左と右、なんか回ってきましたよね。
はい。
28手目。この代わりに、そのまま残して、なんか違うことするべきでしたかね。
確かにそうですね。これ、そう、一回そこ回って、ここで、そうか。だから、ここでそうか、また戻したんですね。なので、そうですね。ここは、やはりこう、9筋に一旦回ったんで、このまま、9筋を攻めてしまう手も、有力だったと思います。
So, because you moved your rook, left and then back, it was probably much better to just keep it here and just go and punch through the 9 file instead. Yeah. Push, yeah, like breakthrough even, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
Okay.
much more consistent. Yeah, is it okay?
Thanks.
ありがとうございまし
Yes, perfect.
た。十分でした。
はい、ありがとうございました。
あともう一つが終わりました。
そうですね。はい。
Isabella's game also finished in the meantime. It ended like this. Hi, Isabel. Hello, you're muted, yeah?
Hello.
Hello. Isabel さん。
Hello.
では、イザベルさんの対局の感想戦お願いしていい
そうですね。
We'll do
はい。
post-game discussion on your game.
そう、まずですね、この、上手の指し方は、2枚打ちの中でですね、私が一番、厳しい、難しい指し方だと思っている、はい、これをぶつけてみました。
So, in the two-piece handicap, this is very unusual, but he chose the most difficult way to play this handicap with the 2-2-3-3-7.
Okay.
それでですね、はい、この、はい、中飛車と、この6六銀ですね。はい。この攻めの形は非常にいいと思います。
His attacking shape with central rook and 6-6 silver was a really good attacking formation.
でですね。
I think I missed a move. Like I should have played silver here.
Sorry, I don't see because you mean probably 6-5, right?
Yes.
6-5銀指すべきでしたという。
はい、そこは、はい、すごく重要なポイントです。
Yeah, it's a very important point, and exactly so.
そう、ここで、イザベラさん、あれですね、多分ホストの盤面を離脱したと思うので、
You should come back to the host position. Yeah, yes.
OK。
Okay.
はい。そう、ここで、こう指せば、6五銀と指せば、こう次に、はい、5四歩からの攻めが、できる。ですけど、本譜はそうですね。ここでこの止められてしまったので、そうなんです。攻めにくくなってしまいましたよね。
So with silver, 6-5, you were able to push an attack, but here you were blocked because of the pawn push, yeah? It became harder to break through.
Yeah.
とても重要なところを、はい、気づいていたと思います。
You noticed very important points, yeah.
はい。それからあとはですね、あといい
After
指し
that,
回しして
you played really well.
で、ここそうですね。ですね。そうだ。ここですね。最後、こ
And this
の
is, yeah,
重要な、はい。
important
私が
point.
そう、4九桂成となった局面。はい。ここ重要でして、で、ここはですね、こう、もうお互い、攻め合いですね。こちらはこう、はい、直接玉を狙いますし、こう、下手側も、こう、攻撃を、はい、攻撃重視の、はい、攻撃する指し回しで、もうそうですね、終盤ですね。
So both sides are entering mutual attack phase, yeah? His knight is attacking your king, and you have all your pieces targeting the king. We're entering the endgame.
なので、そうですね、ここはですね、この桂馬を取るというのは、受けの手ですね。
So this is a defensive move, taking the knight.
ただし、ここはですね、もうなんか終盤戦ですので、そうだな、例えば、こういう感じ。はい。
So because
こうやっ
this is endgame, this type of move, right?
で、この銀はもう攻めに使う感じですね。はい。
And just use the silver for the attack, yeah? It's much better.
So this.
うん
I
ということで
see.
なるほど。Do you have any question, Isabel?
Yeah. I usually play static rook, but usually on handicap games, it's harder for me to attack. So I don't know. I misclick a move here.
Oh, you did? You misclick? Oh, okay.
Yes, the rook.
Okay.
83.
そう話してるのは、普段は彼女が居飛車党ですよ。けど、駒落ちになると、居飛車党は勝つのは大変って話してました。で、なんかミスしたらしくて、なんか飛車一回ミスした。
あ、これ。
はい。それちょっとおかしかったかもしれない。というのは、なんかマウスの問題があった。
なるほど。はい。
やはりそれは正しいですか？なんか居飛車党なのに、駒落ちで振り飛車振って。
そうですね。まあ、駒落ちでも、はい、居飛車をやっていいと思います。特に、損とかマイナスということはないとは思います。
Yeah, he thinks like even when you are a static rook player, actually there's no minus for you to play it actually in handicap games as well. Yeah, so you could try that.
I have a question.
質問があります。
I was thinking about the attack. I don't know if I should get my knight before I move my rook.
Which
And,
move would that be?
I think here in the 27th.
27、日本語出てこない。27手目。
27手目。
で、なんか、飛車じゃなくて、桂馬跳ねた方が良かったっていう。
なるほど。これで今度7七桂と飛ぶ手。
Yeah, if you go back to the host position, he's showing correct move, right?
Okay. Yes.
Yes, その手です。はい、その手の方がいいですか？
なるほど。ですね。確かに本譜だと、こう、飛車でこう、7筋を狙ったんですけど、こう、突かれてしまったので、で、これでこう、攻めの形が作れなくなったので、確かにそうですね。ここで、桂馬を跳ねる手は、はい、これは有力だと思います。
So in the actual game, your silver was pushed back immediately after you moved the rook, so it was probably, yeah, possible also to jump the knight here instead. Good.
そうですね。例えばそうですね、これで桂馬、跳ねた後に、角を上がると、はい。角を上がって、で、さらに、飛車を浮くと。はい。
Something like this,
で
yeah?
で、7五歩、同歩、同銀と攻めると、この飛車、角、銀、桂ということで、はい。これは非常にいい攻めの形になり
And
ま
as
す。
you can see, those pieces create a good formation together, an attacking formation, yeah? So here next, 6 for silver and stuff like this is
Nice.
すごい。
すごい。Okay. Thank you very much. ありがとうございました。
はい、ありがとうございました。
あと1曲が残っていますね。
そうですね。
リビン以外。
はい。
One game is left. どんどん質問が来てました。私ちょっと無視してました。
Yeah, Kyogen actually had a question in chat actually.
狂言。
So the question
And a
was
question which I don't think was addressed. I have question. What kind of practice does... 先生に質問。プロ棋士は普段はどういう練習してますか？
そうですね。まずは、プロの公式戦は、ほぼ毎日指されていますので、それを見て研究しています。
So first he watches the official matches of other professionals. Every day he watches and studies them.
それからそうですね、自分でもこう練習対局、実践を積んで、勘を養います。
So he also, of course, plays training games, an actual game, and by playing, he trains shogi. これはプロ同士と一緒に。
プロ同士、そうですね。はい。
Against, of course, another professional players.
いや、これは、ちょっと。
事故が。Something happened.
いや、しかし、まだ諦めませんよ、私は。
He doesn't give up. He doesn't give up. He missed this move, but he doesn't give up. すみません、笑っちゃった。
はい、never give up.
Never give up. Yes, yes. 公式戦、練習将棋、それ以外に何かありますか？
そうですね。最近だと、指した将棋を、ソフトで解析して、調べることが非常に増えましたね。はい。
Recently, he got a new habit, which is, get your games that you played and put it into AI, into computer, and analyze it computer.
いつもソフトに怒られます。
The computer is always angry on him that this is bad, this is bad. もうソフトが 100% 正しいわけでもないですよね。
もちろんその通りですね。
And of course, computer isn't 100% right all the time.
そう、ソフトもたまに反省してくることがこう強気に指し手をこう指摘していても、なんかこう評価値があるとき下がって、これはやっぱり間違ってたっていう時もあります。
Sometimes when he analyzes it with the computer is like, well, okay, sure, I was wrong. And it's like changing its score in the middle of analysis. ありますね。何かたくさん質問があった。Practice milk or muse? The muse actually.
Oh yeah.
What is your motivation behind making videos now? Is your main goal helping other players get stronger, or maybe just because you enjoy making videos, or are there any other reasons?
Yeah. Well, all of the above. I think
you did answer.
Something I would.
Sorry.
Yeah. But Contenti asks a question as well.
Okay. また上野先生に、
はい。
将棋のなんというバリエーション、例えば中将棋、よくなんか指しますか？将棋じゃなくて、なんか中将棋とか動物将棋。
中将棋、駒がたくさんある将棋ですね。
はい。最近我々がなんか新しい中将棋のソフトができたので、みんなインターネットで楽しめることになりました。
あれはですね、すごく興味はあります。 でも、あれにハマってしまうと、時間がなくなってしまうので、今ちょっとやらないでおこうかなと思ってます。
I see. So he says Chishogi is really super interesting, but if he were to like get too much into it, he will run out of time for like shogi. So he tries not to get too much into it. 私も最近その話しました。私も同じです。
人生は短いですね。
So life is short. やはりこの Never Give Up がすごいみんな思ってます。やはりプロは人間ですね。Another question, do you do special preparations for every opponent? So that's to Muse or that's to Sensei?
40秒。
OK、先生に質問、
はい。
50秒。
まあもちろん相手が決まっていますね。この相手のために準備します。で、その時に、この相手がこの戦法に弱いだからこの戦法準備してますか？この弱点を探していますかみたいな。
なるほど。
はい。
なるほど。そうですね。私は、そうですね。まあ、相手を見るよりも、やっぱり将棋のその、心理を追求したい、
心理。
と、
truth、
そう
本体のサイコロジカル。うん。まあ、対局者じゃなくて、この将棋の中、例えばこの戦法に弱いだから、
はい。
向かい飛車とか指しましょうかとか、この変化にしましょうかっていう、読んでますか？
まあそうですね。相手がプロなので、
うん、
そんなになんか、苦手な戦法とか相手もないので、はい。そういうことを考えても、なんかあまりうまくいかないような気は、します。
確かに。
はい。
でも時々あるじゃないですか。最近この将棋負けたので、同じ変化にしたら悔しくないとか思わないですか？
なるべくそうですね。そういうふうにそうですね。やりたくないというか、痩せ我慢という英語でなんていう
こういうキャラ、この性格ではないね。うん、でもそれはいいと思うよ。やはり強い将棋で勝たないと。普段の将棋。
そうですね。
So he says that, of course, in this case, the opponent is a professional player. So even if you search for weakness, or like the strategy they're especially weak against, that doesn't really exist. And even if you would were to think that it's really hard to find this type of weaknesses. But generally, he says he's not the type of person to like search for those small, tiny things. And we agreed much better to win, by your own strength rather than some tricks. 先生の好きな人選の食べ物とか、公式さんの時の食べ物は何ですか？多分ランチ時間のとか。
ランチ時間、そうですね。まあ、何でも、はい、
何でも。
そうですね。日本のそうですね、食事。まあ、やっぱり米ですね。ご飯が好きですね。はい。
So, いや、何でもという私笑ったのはもう久しぶりに聞きましたね。今日何にしますか？何でもいいです。お久しぶりに来ちゃう。
何でもいいは何でもいいじゃないんですね。
そうそう。So he says he likes rice, basically. Yeah. Rice food. And I was laughing because in Japanese you say like whatever, like nandemo. But yeah, long time I didn't hear that. Oh, ありがとうございましたって書きます。
30
この体
秒。
験 How is it going, Muse? Were you observing the game? There was some
Yes.
kind of accident, right, happening with the silver.
Yeah, so both games have become very exciting. So I guess we can start with Cliffine's game.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to see the main game, which was the Lights game. The kings are both in
Oh, right. Oh, sorry. Yes, of course. Yeah, so was there, I didn't see a mate after King takes gold, but
king takes gold.
yeah,
I mean,
so
this,
the king ran to 7.
yeah, I mean, the gold
to-
would surround the king, right? Generally speaking. Or the token would be
Yes.
very close to the king.
Yes, but this way it feels,
30秒。
And yeah, it's quite similar.
yeah. And I was actually extremely impressed by Sensei's move on move 105, taking it with the
105.
knight.
So here promoted took with the knight. Yeah, that looks, yeah. If we took
Yeah.
with the gold, the king defenses would feel weaker, right?
Yeah, but it's yeah, taking with the knight is a very
It also enables this jump,
right, yeah.
but yeah, it enables them to take it for check. Really tight endgame here. The rook escaping gives more freedom to the king.
But the bishop is stuck on 8-8.
Yeah, barely we're surviving here, right? If we go this way. Barely surviving.
Yeah.
King also some squares to go to. You have to be careful of those types of checks, of course. So here we have this topic that I always talk about, surround the king instead of chasing it. Because the king was safe here, we disable this square and not reach that square.
Could be a mate here, right?
Could be. Yes, a lot of pieces. 4 generals and knight.
30秒。
But this knight also does good job protecting. I wouldn't be surprised. This square though,
Yeah.
like those are what's
But it
concerning
requires courage to
Yeah.
go for it, because if there's no mate and you give Sensei
me.
pieces,
Yeah.
then yeah.
So here we have check without giving the piece.
Yes.
It just I was thinking
here
maybe
knight
there's like
drop.
Tetsuji to take it off and finish off the king. Drop, yeah, did
Knight drop
maybe.
I think looks good because it cuts the escape route to 1-3 as well.
Is that
Then
enough?
you save the gold until last. Hope it's enough.
Yeah, because remember, if you allow the king to run here, that's also gonna.
But yeah, I would say knight drop is a mate.
Can save on a piece. So you see him holding a pawn.
Yeah, the pawn drop is big, I think. Save the silver.
30秒。
And if king runs to 2-5, then pawn drop again. Or oh, it's tricky.
My senses are tingling too.
No, but okay, maybe silver drop instead of pawn drop here. Because if pawn drop, the king can take the knight and then run back to 1-3 or thereabouts. So silver drop, force the king to take, and then
Silver is
gold
enough
drop.
already.
Yeah, silver drop is enough.
30秒。
うん、これは負けましたね。はい。
So teacher has resigned.
いや、これは強い方でしたね。
You
は
are
い。
very strong.
Hello, I'm in Zoom and I can speak here.
Oh, hello, hello.
Hello.
今話してるのは、相手の
全然ありが
方。
とうございました。
はい、ありがとうございました。
Yes, you have any question, right?
Yes, I can just speak Japanese with the teacher and
You can speak
I'll
Japanese?
just yes, I can.
Oh, okay. Please speak
So
Japanese.
if I
日
can
本語
just
できますらしい。
Okay.
あ、
上野先生お願いします。
はい、お願いします。
So I will mute myself here and translate. Okay.
聞きたいのが、
You wanna ask about one thing?
飛車に回って、
はい。
そこ8筋からの攻めがちょっと結構自分悩んだんですよ。
はい。
They're gonna talk about the attacking line on the 8-8 rook.
65点目か66点目のところかな。
はい。
そこを作られて、で、突
はい
破しようと思ったんで、ここは、
はい。
どうですかね。聞き方がちょっと。
そうですね。確かに、この将棋ですね。この
そうですね、ここ。
はい。飛車を回った戦い方は非常に良かったと思います。
It was a good idea to move the rook to the
これ
left,
はこちらの上手の弱点をついて、はい、
attacking the
いい
weak
指し
point.
方でして、で、ただですね、そうなんですよ。これ、こうやって7三銀と受けられたときに、そう、意外とですね、攻めるのが難しいんですね。
It's quite difficult to continue attacking after the silver
切って
drop.
7三同角成をしようと思って、
はい。
His idea was to go like
8
this.
一銀打ってフィッシャー無理やりになっていくのが
はい。
有力かなと思うけ
He
ど、
wanted to promote his
こ
rook.
の踏み込んでいくのがちょっと決めれなかったんです。
But he wasn't
確かにそう
sure.
ですね。これ、銀打って、まあ、例えば飛車成りですね。はい。
そうですね。
そうですね。飛車は成れますけど、やっぱりちょっとこの銀の働きが悪いので、
はい。
So the rook promotes, but
こ
the
れはそう
silver
です
cannot
ね。
be really used
ちょ
well.
っとそうですね。やらない方がいいかも
So
しれないで
probably
す
it's
ね。
better not to do it at all.
いや、これもありますけどね。
はい
飛車を成るのは大きいので、はい。ただちょっとそうですね、角を切って、この銀がやっぱりそうですね、働きが悪いから、あんまりそうですね、
It's a good idea to like
もっ
promote the
と
rook,
いい手順が欲しい
but
ですね。
promoting the bishop, it's sacrificing the bishop
この
using the silver like this,
8
maybe not the best option.
で、8三歩も考えましたけど、それはどうですかね。同角弦打ち、ここですね。
ここですか。は
He
い。
was considering pound drop instead of the silver drop here.
ここで8三歩ですか。
そうですね。歩で使うか、銀で使うか。
あー
銀が王手なんで、王手の
そうですね
銀を選んだんですけど、
うん。
歩でも良かったですか。
歩ですと、多分取ると思います。8四角と銀を取ります。8四銀と 角を取ります。
In this case, we'll probably take
で
it.、
まあ、同飛車で、それで7三金と上がって、
はい。
で、
で、
これで、まあ、
歩をなっ
そうですね、歩をなる。
て、
はい。
格言の交換と直近作りになりますね。
ああ、そうですね。は
You'll
い。
be able to make a token. This variation.
で、
で、ここ飛車逃げるか、一回王手する
So make
か。
check or run
ああ、
away
そ
with
う
the
です
rook.
ね。
He's wondering.
でですね、確かにこれまあ角銀交換で、あとまあと金を作ってるっていうのは、はい、仕立てのプラスです。
はい。
ただし、これですね、こちらの玉が広いんですね、この形って。
はい。
こうやって、はい、逃げていったときに、またなんか囲いの中に入っていくような感じで。
ああ、
はい。
なるほ
So
ど。
he did get a point of
なので、
creating a
こうい
token,
う
but the
形に
king
な
is
ると、
very
やっぱ
wide,
り
almost entering the
大駒が
castle,
ない、角を切ってしまったのが、
and he has no big
えー
pieces
で、
left,
銀だけに、小駒だけになってしまうと、これが攻めにくいんですね、この
and
玉を。
therefore, you know, having
Hi.
two silver is
Hi.
really hard to continue
な
attacking.
ので、これはそうですね。飛車がなれないので、は
The
い。
rook cannot
まあそうで
promote
すね。
also.
主流になっていないんで。
そう
ただ
ですね。
本譜の8三銀の方が良かったんです
So
か。
probably the silver
そう
drop
で
is
す
it
ね。
better?
本譜の方が、はい、いいと思います。あ、
He
そうそうそう、な
agrees
んだっ
the
け、そう。
actual game
あ、
is much
そう、
better.
ここでだから、
これ
そう。これで銀いい手でしたね。はい。
Silver was a
はい、
really
こ
good
れ
move.
が、
成銀を逃げられないし、
Not escaping.
馬を攻めていく考え
The
方として
promoted silver
あ、正しい
using
と
the
思い
silver
ま
in
す。
the
はい、これ
center
でそうですね。
is the
こうやる
correct
と、
move.
こう、馬でドライで、これは、はい、
Because
そう
if you
ですね。
escape,
ここ
this
ここ
happens.
と気になってて、
これがまずい
す
ので、いや、
ごく悩みました。
なので、はい、本譜、これ、5五銀が多分ですね、本譜の、一番いい手というか、はい。
ありがとうございます。
これで、はい。まあ、2枚替えになるんですけど、これが勢いのある手でいい手だったと思います。
So this is two piece for one exchange.
ありがとうござ
Maybe
います
losing a little
は
bit,
い。
but it was the best move.
ということですね。すいませんね。私もですね、このうっかりをちょっと、
そうですね。おっかりして。
Later,
自分が
Sensei forgot about this. Check
すいま
silver.
せん。うっかりしちゃいました。
Or he's
そうで
apologizing
す
for
ね
missing
こ
it.
こ気になったのが、上手が、銀なりじゃなくて、
はい
6五銀上がるの手を考えたんですよ。
はい。
銀なる前、ここですね。
確かに。こ
So
うやる方がいい
instead,
ですね。
maybe this was
は
a
い、
better
その通り
move
です。
これを考
instead of
えて、
promotion.
こうなると、図
はい
がどうするのが結構わからないんですよ。
And
自
in
分で
this situation, he
あー
didn't, he
そう
wasn't
です
sure
ね。
how
こ
it
れ
is for
は、
him.
まあ、ここでまあ、こう一回、そう、5五角出るか、まあ、4四角出るか、まあ、どちらかだと思うんですけど、
はい。
Bishop has to escape.
そうですね。
多分44に行きたいんです。
そう
Probably
ですね。4四に
4-4.
行くのが、はい、自然だと思います。
Looks natural.
で、ちょっとすいませんね。
はい
こちらがもう一曲終わったところなので、はい、はい、こちら次です。負けました。
And the other game ended as well, and teacher
では、ちょ
resigned
っとで
because
す
he
ね、
lost it.
残りの一曲の感想戦やるんで、じゃあこちらの感想戦ちょっとすいません。ここで
So
終わり
this game, post game
はい、
discussion is
ありがとうござい
ended,
ます。
and they're gonna
非
do
常
the
に
other game.
いい指し回しをされたと思います。
はい、ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
He played really well. ありがとうございました。
はい。
この一曲、もう感想戦するんですか？
どうしましょう。まあ、そうですね。
ありがとうございました。
はい、ありがとうございました。そうか、もうこんな時間。まあ、で、ちょっとだけそうですね。
We'll
は
do
い、
a little
これ
bit of post game discussion in the last game. The time is time running out.
そうですね。この、まあ、将棋、ちょっとまあ、一点だけ、はい。これ、下手が非常に積極的な指し回しで、はい、ここ良かったと思います。
Just one point, you played really nicely here, activating all the pieces, right?
そうですね。8六角から、7七桂、それからまあ、5四歩と、はい。
Bishop, knight, pawn push.
積極的に攻められて、これはですね、下手よしですね。はい。
You're
こ
better
ちら
off in
が、
this position.
上手の、そう、陣形が整わないうちに、はい、強く戦ったので、はい、これで下手が優勢になったと思います。
So you managed to like create this position before they were able to prepare for it, counter it anyhow. So it's good for you.
ということで、はい、ここからちょっとですね、こちらがこう、守りきれずに、はい、これで、はい、一気に決めたので、これははっきり下手優勢な局面です
And
ね。
it's clearly better you went and decided your attack in this silver drop. Clearly better for you.
はい、ということで、これは下手の解消の将棋だったと思います。解消。
Standard opening. 解消。どっちどっちのか。Easy victory か。簡単な勝ちっていう。違うか。
ちょっとそうか。難しいけど、
すいません。解消ってどっちの
Kaisha means a good game.
Good
Really.
game.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
game
yeah,
for
good game.
handicap.
Handicap.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
No, it's okay.
いや、時間になりましたよね。So the time is came to an end. Maybe 一言先生からお願い。
はい。
はい。
はい。皆さん、はい、よく勉強されていまして、非常に良い将棋を、指されています。この調子でですね、将棋をぜひ楽しんでいただければなと思います。
So he says you all prepared very well. The shogi you played were really amazing, and he hopes that with the same spirits you're gonna continue your shogi training.
はい、ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much. ありがとうございました。Michael, yeah, do you have a word to say as well?
Oh yeah. Thank you very much, Sensei. I really enjoyed commentating. And it was great to watch all the games. And I, even as a commentator, I learned a lot. So I can only imagine how much these players learn from playing the games. So yeah, thank you very much.
So yeah, thank you everyone for coming, for watching. Remember that on Shogi Harbour we will have the next season starting soon, and you also have your chance to win a game against professional player. Discord is the key. You have to join it, check the info there. And I will see you tomorrow on the stream. Thank you once more, everyone. And I will see you. Yeah, bye bye. 先生、ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
バイバイ。